Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Hazwani Najiha. I am from SMK Datuk Haji Ahmad Said. Today I will be reviewing my favorite book, which is Changing the Skies, written by Jennifer Bassett. This book has a total of 53 pages. By the title, we know that the genre of the book is fiction. Okay, let's jump right into the book now. This book have different stories and come from these different countries in Africa. First title is The Rubbish Dump. Rubbish being the dumpster located at the airport in Malawi. Joey is a small child using a plane that landed and took off near his home. He spends a lot of free time at the airport watching the planes and passengers. There is a large garbage dump near his house, and Joey is friends with Mazambezi, a garbage collector. This old man used the trash from the airport and carried it in an old wheelbarrow to the garbage pit. Mazambezi gives Joey a broken toy plane. Joey keeps this a secret from his mother because she has forbidden him to go near the trash can. The friendship between Joey and Mazambezi is strengthened by their compilation, knowing that they both choose the plane and the world they describe through the rubbish left by the plane. The second story is about Cardboard Mansions. Cardboard Mansions tells the story of Dadima, who lived with her grandson in a cottage in South Africa. She had a difficult life, come to South Africa from India as a young woman and lose her husband and 3 sons to tuberculosis. He moved to Port Elizabeth to care for his youngest son, Sonny, and his ailing wife. The birth of Choto, her grandson, brings new meaning to Dadima's life, and she becomes the center of the world. Especially after her mother's death, Sonny is imprisoned after an argument, and Dadima can no longer pay the rent. He recalls a happier time when he lived with a close friend in Durban in a house with a fruit tree in the garden. Dadima decides to go back to her friend in Stranger and give her grandson the healthy lifestyle she wants for him. He took Choto to Durban by train, but the city had changed and the house where he lived with his friend had been demolished. The story ends with Dadima falling ill, while Choto realizes that things will not be okay anymore. Last story is Leaving Tanzania. This story tells about a mother who has raised 5 children alone after the death of her husband in the beginning. She was ambitious for her 2 youngest children and sold the family store to move to a quieter urban area to allow them to study more easily. A visiting former teacher from America inspired Alo, the youngest, to apply to study medicine at a university in America. Instead of accepting an offer from his local university to study agriculture, Alo won a scholarship to an American university and was devastated when he realized his mother would not allow him to accept it. But eventually, after talking to one of the school officials, his mother came to accept the idea. The narrator, Alco's brother, described the mother's new awareness as one who always puts her children first. The first letter of Allo House from his stopover in London described his joy at seeing the city. The story ends with a contrast between her newfound freedom and her mother's grief of not knowing if her son will return. So just that from me, I have to end the video. I hope you guys enjoy this story and hope you guys forgive me with all my mistakes. Thanks.